This video is presented by EA Game Changers. One of the things I was most excited about with university is getting to make my own dorm rooms. I don't know what it is, but there's something about dorms in The Sims that's so much fun. Like, I've been sitting here building dorms for years in The Sims 4. Like, I make a room and I decorate it like a dorm room. Been there, done that. I think we all have. And so when I got a chance to go to Sims camp and play university early, one of the first things I did was build dorm rooms. And I had this concept, right? A budget versus a billionaire dorm room. No, a billionaire is a bit of an exaggeration, but like, it's a good title, so bear with me. But we all know that girl who has like the most ridiculously decked out dorm room ever. Maybe we don't know her personally, but we've seen it on Pinterest for sure, okay? Like, you know those pictures of these rooms that have like bed skirts and like canopy beds, and how did you do that? You've like coordinated with your roommate to have this matching scheme. It's like not even a dorm room anymore. I was inspired by that. I wanted to make that in The Sims. So I built a cheap dorm room with like basic furniture, and they have like one poster on the wall, like your average standard normal person dorm room. And then I built like this billionaire room for these girls who can just put whatever they want in their rooms. I mean, are you guys seeing this? Who are these people? See, like they all have these like matching rooms. Like, these people have poofs. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, what is this? This does not look like a dorm room, but you know it is, because like the double beds and stuff. I don't understand. This one, there's no way. They hung up a ceiling light. I mean, I just don't understand. Look at these, with the lamps and this painting. I mean, who are you? Who is doing this for you? I love that. I'm sorry. It's so dumb because it's like this ridiculously fancy room, and then there's like a mini fridge and a microwave in the middle of their beds. I'm sorry, I'm really amused by this. But I've seen these pictures on Pinterest forever, and I'm like, who are you guys? Like, I don't get it. I mean, look they have these like awful cinder block yellow walls in here, and then they bought these like, I don't know. I just can't imagine bringing your own like real dresser into a college dorm room. I mean, I had a dresser. It was tiny and ugly and like this weird reddish wood tone, but like, you know, put it under the bed. It's fine. Because in America, we have these like high beds. You can raise them up and then people put their stuff underneath. So all these girls probably have like all their things underneath their beds and then covered with bed skirts, which is smart. But I don't, who are you? Is this like a fake wallpaper? Imagine hanging up like fake wallpaper in your dorm room. Oh my god. So inspired by the girls of Pinterest, I wanted to make, just using university in the base game, like a billionaire dorm room. Those girls, if they lived in Britechester, what would their room look like? So I started off with the budget dorm room. I took away all the furniture that was already there, and then I replaced it with furniture from the game. I'm living in one of the dorms in Britechester. This is like one of the cheaper looking buildings to me on the inside. I think the ones in Foxbury look more expensive, but the ones in Britechester look older and cheaper to me. Maybe I'm like making that up, but I definitely get like cheaper vibes. And so in this room, I put like the 2 IKEA looking beds. I've got like, you know, mini fridges and bikes and things. Like a lot of the cheaper, like classic college looking items. Because in my head, people that live here, they're like normal students, like your average everyday college kid who lives in these rooms with like the default furniture they put in them. They didn't bring like crazy furniture of their own. They've got like a cheap mini fridge and a microwave and that's it, really. I mean, it's like a standard room. So budget, because like we're college students, okay, we're being realistic here. But I use all the new items. I love the university themed items, this like IKEA style that they have for these objects, because there's really cool items like fancy new beds and fancy stuff, but there's also like these cute like little IKEA things, and I can see myself using them all the time. It's like the perfect style for university, especially the desk and the bed. Like that's the bed that I had in school. Like you've like recreated it perfectly. Although these kids, they have a nightstand. I did not have a nightstand. My dorm room, when I moved in, I had a bed, I had a desk, and I had a dresser, and then like a really cheap, really bad desk chair, and that's it. They also have like, I think a closet in here. I just had like an open bit in the wall with a hook, like a bar thing hung up. I covered it with a curtain, but that's all I got. I think that's all most people get in their dorm rooms. Do you guys get nightstands? Let me know in the comments. Do your dorm rooms have nightstands? Because mine didn't. I brought in one of those like little, like what I have behind me, but like cheaper and smaller from Target. And I made that, and I made it like a nightstand because my bed was kind of tall. And so I used that, and that was a godsend to have that extra storage and stuff. But like, otherwise, I mean, I brought a mini fridge, I brought a microwave, I brought that thing. Like that, I had a rug too. good stuff. But like, I think that's what most people bring to school. They don't go crazy. Whereas these girls, the ones that live in the fancier area that we'll start building in a second, their mommies, they brought them a lot of fancy things. They went to Pottery Barn and went all out, okay? That's not necessarily true. They just have default furniture too, because obviously they still have the same beds. They just kind of make them fancier with their fancy Pottery Barn bedding and, you know, all their fancy decorations and the artwork they hung on the wall and the fancy rug they bought. That is definitely a Pottery Barn rug, okay? But I like the idea of how I organized it where the desks are kind of like next to each other, so I have the beds like in the center of the room. I actually switched the layout in a second, but I liked this like vibe that a lot of the dorm rooms we saw online had, where it was like the beds were kind of, you know, the focal point, they're next to each other almost, and then they have furniture around the place. I tried to recreate that, but I hadn't even seen those pictures. I was kind of just going off my head, like the image that I had recognized from these, you know, fancy Pinterest girls, because back when I moved to my college dorm, I looked up a lot of pictures online of like, you know, people's dorms, what they did in their dorms, how they did their dorms, like dorm inspo, you know, to kind of get an idea of like, what do I actually need to bring, you know, whatever. And there, you just see these crazies on Pinterest, and it like, who are you? I don't get it. So I was certainly inspired by them in this building. They don't have a mini fridge though. They got the meal plan, the expensive meal plan. They bought it, for sure. I didn't buy the meal plan when I was a freshman either. So I had a mini fridge and a microwave, and that's it. I didn't have a kitchen either, but you know, it'd be like that. The meal plans are so expensive on college campuses, so I did not participate in such things when I was a freshman. I don't know, I think it's so fun to like compare my experience in university to the one that they've added in The Sims now, because I like to think about these things. I mean, I'm a student right now, I don't live on campus anymore, but I just love to think about that and like go back and compare, because these dorms are very much like mine. I mean, they don't have a kitchen in the building. The ones in Britechester are pretty old. I lived in the oldest building on campus. They have kind of a stinky bathroom. My building, I had like a common room and then 3 bedrooms. The common room was tiny, and then we had like 1 bathroom for all 5 of us girls to share. This building is a lot bigger. There's like a hallway bathroom, which I think is great. Your Sims suffer so much when they live here. Not really, because they can get food for free in the cafeteria. Like, there isn't a kitchen, but your Sims can go to the commons, and the cafeteria object, which you can place on these lots, by the way, that object actually lets you eat every day for free any meal you want. You just go and you order it, and then they have like 3 options per meal time, so like 3 dinner ones, and then you come and pick, and it's stuff like chicken or pasta or whatever, and like you get it for free if you're a student. So it's great, and it makes you leave the dorm room and get you out of the house and stuff. But I didn't go to the dining hall ever when I was in school. But I love this. I love this building. I think it's great. I had so much fun building these rooms. I was sitting there like giggling to myself, like, ooh, these Pinterest girls. And it isn't even that fancy of a room, because I only had University in the base game installed. I was there, I was like, wow, I wish I had my fairy lights. Like, if I had my Parenthood fairy lights, I could put so many more fancy things here, like those poofs from City Living. I had so many ideas, but unfortunately, we were packless. We only had University. But that does mean that if you want to use this room, you could download it off the gallery and place it in your Sims builds, because you can actually edit these lots. If you use the bb.enable free build cheat, you can edit the lots, or you could do it from Vantage Worlds before you move in. But I would do that if I were you. Maybe just edit them a little bit, because I know it's annoying that you can't edit the dorm rooms when you're living there, but I think it's very realistic to not be able to touch the rooms when you live there, because like, sure, you can, you know, change the bed color, but realistically, you can't really change the furniture or the walls or anything in a dorm room in real life, so I kind of like they made it that you can't do that in The Sims. But basically, if you missed it, the dorms in The Sims are kind of restricted in the sense that it's a penthouse lot, there's a building built on top of it, and then once you live there, you can't go into build mode. So your Sims can bring objects there, so you can have them in your inventory. You can have things like lamps, rugs, a mini fridge, a microwave, posters, a laptop, all in your Sims inventory, and then you can like drag it out and place it in, but you can't actually go into build mode. So they make it easy to bring things to University. You kind of have to like bring them with you in your inventory or buy them on campus from one of those little shops, but you can't go into build mode here because, again, it is just a lot. So if you went into build mode, you could change all the walls, you could bulldoze things, you can make your room bigger, and in real life, you certainly cannot do such things. But I like this happy medium where you can't go into build mode without a cheat or without Manage Worlds, but you can if you want to. And if you want to, you could rebuild the whole dorm building. Like, straight up bulldoze it and rebuild it from scratch. Because it is just a penthouse lot type that you can bulldoze and rebuild from the ground up. And as long as you have like the required objects, the beds and the bathrooms in it, it'll function like a dorm. And you can have up to 10 Sims living here at a time. So your Sim could have 9 roommates. What a nightmare. Roommates are really funny in this game too, because there's different archetypes for them. So you can have like a clingy roommate who will follow you around campus. So like you leave your library and study and he'll come with you and be like, oh, we're going somewhere, where are we going? And then he'll show up with you and just follow you around. There are some that cook all the time, there are some that are really messy. Your roommate's boyfriend, girlfriend, friends will come over and they'll say like roommate's girlfriend, and they'll be stuck and like hanging out at your place and they won't leave. It's really realistic and it's really funny. I love the experience of living in these dorms. I think when I play, I'm gonna build up a dorm building that has like different room decorations. Like there's 2 girls that are these Pinterest girls and they're real snobby brats and they're gonna be my roommates, and I can't wait. I can't wait. You can't have kitchens in dorm buildings either. You can't place a stove or a grill. You like physically can't. It's against the lot restrictions. But if you wanted to, when you're rebuilding these lots, you could add one of those cafeteria objects and it'll function. So, you know, the Get Together Cafe object, it looks and works kind of like that, except it's a cafeteria, so it has like, you know, like cafeteria, like scoopy section. You know what I'm talking about? And your Sims can just click on it and get food. But they're like home-cooked real meals, and you can place that in this lot. So I know James Turner did a video where he rebuilt the dorms and he put a cafeteria inside of the building, so there's like more of a common space and a cafeteria in the dorm building. When I rebuild mine for my Sims estate, I'm gonna do the same thing. So you don't actually have to leave your lot to get food. If you don't want to, you can place that there. But I like that they don't have kitchens on campus, because then you have to go to the commons and get food. It like makes you leave your dorm and go meet people and hang out in the commons. And it also is very similar to my real life university experience. So I just love how creative you can be with these buildings, because they are really a big sandbox kind of dorm building. It isn't like apartments where it's locked off. You can do whatever you want. It's I keep saying it, but it's a really good happy medium between like free build stuff, with the free build cheat, and also having that like apartment style lock and restriction to it. Okay guys, I really like university. But here are some pictures of our dorm rooms. As you can see, they're a bit different in terms of style and items that are in them. Who do you think lives here in these rooms? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to talk about it. Any feedback on university or anything you're excited about, let me know also. This pack comes out on Friday at midnight, whatever time that is for you. So like Thursday night, midnight, wherever you are, the pack comes out. And I have a bunch more videos for you and a bunch more plans. I'm so excited. I keep saying it, but God, I love this pack. But on that note, please make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day, and so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. I secretly love that little like pink and blue cotton candy billionaire room. I'm really jealous of those girls. I'm gonna be honest. I made fun of the Pinterest girls, but I wish I was them. That's not true. It's too much. It's too much.